Legs are crossed. Let's begin. What is your fudging problem? He's right above me. I think we need to whisper from now on. Oh, I hate it, but I love it. But it's disgusting, but I like it. But ew. But oh my god. Ah. Well, hello. You okay, my sweet? I hurt my finger earlier, Dex. I just thought you should know. Babu, babu, babu. Angel pie, tufty fuck. Sorry, did I peck you in the eye? Sweetie pie. Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Oh, come here. Come, 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 come. Sit. Good boy. Oh, slobbery. Gross, but lovely. Lovely gross. Those treats smell, my love. They don't smell good. Why would you want to eat that? You okay? Can you just sit there the whole time? Maybe I need to get a cardboard cutout of him. Oh, he's off. Just a cardboard cutout of him sat there. Maybe one that's head is kind of on an oscillating... Oh, it's going downstairs. I have to move. I have to move and open the door. Christ. Hello, gang. Hello, friends. Why do I always get the giggles in my head the second I say that? It's because I just feel really silly. Hello, gang. Hello, friends. Hello, gang friends. Gang friends. Gang friends merch. Available at Miss Jo's Nail Co. MissJo'sNailCo.com is where you can get your gang friends merch. I'm going to order some more because it's summer now. We've got this. I need to get something, some more colours maybe. Should we start the video? Okay, thank you for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. Are you well? Are you though? Take a minute, ask yourself the question, am I well? I hope you are. If you're not, no, if you're new, if you're not well, do something about it. Not as in fucking do something about it. As in look after yourself. Do something that makes you happy, and let's not get motivationally on everybody. I hope you're well is where I'm going with this. If you are new, hello. My name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff and nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nail stuff with nail stuff and stuff for nails. I googled Miss Jo's Nail Co the other day. I can't remember why. And it shows up little clips from the videos, just like a few seconds, and just repeats itself. And there's just one where it's like flashing lights and me like, woo, 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 woo. It's quite funny. One of you sent me a message the other day asking how I thought a certain technique of something was done. And I thought the picture was really cool. And I've seen a couple of other pictures similar to it. And I don't know why, but it looks, I can kind of see it being a thing just because it looks cool, but also kind of awful at the same time. It might become something. It might not. Maybe it's already been something. I'm not sure. But it just looked really fun and different and bright and funky. So we're going to try that today because it looked like fun. And I want to have some fun. Girls just want to have fun. And for it, we're going to use gel polish and builder gel. I'm going builder gel. Fuck. There's so many things in the nail world that my mouth just doesn't like. Builder gel. Let's get to it. We know what we're talking about then. We're going to get a design down. I haven't even talked about what it is. It's like a raised, it's a 3D kind of doing a design in gel polish and then chucking a load of builder gel on top of certain parts of it to make it all like this, highs and lows. We'll get our design down first and then decide which bits we want to, well, I already know which bits I want to decide first, and then paint it in gel polish and then just get to it. Okay, let's start with a nudie. I was contemplating white as the background for some of them, but I thought it might be a bit too stark, a bit too harsh, so we're going for a pinky nudie
a nude, and I'm going to do 2 nails in that, and I'm going to do 2 nails in a blue, and I made sure obviously that it was a different blue to the blue that's going to be in our rainbows, otherwise when we come to do a blue line on this one we won't see it.
I want to put a smiley face on the blue one, classic smiley face. So instead of putting the yellow straight onto the blue, because some colours can be quite easily affected by the colour they're going onto, so it can change the shade of it a bit. So I'm going to do the smiley face in white first. I'm going to use Madame Glam's Perfect White. You can use code MissJo30 for a whopping 30% off at Madame Glam, and if you use the link in the description, then they know that you've come from me, and then I earn some commission. You don't have to use the link, but you know, if you're using my code, you know, I'm helping you out, help me out. I'm kidding, do what you want. What we're saying, we're going to do white first, so that when we put the yellow on top, we'll obviously cure the white. It's going to stay the yellow that it is meant to be. It's not going to be affected by the blue.
Let's use a dotting tool to get a circle, because it's difficult to get a straight edge with the dotting tool. So I figured I have got a stamping plate actually. It's from Clear Jelly Stamper, and it's got a bunch of circles. It's got the outlines and oh goodness me, outlines and the full filled in circles. So I probably should have used that, but I tend to only remember I have that stamping plate after I've drawn and cured a crappy circle. So we'll go over it with the yellow now, so you see how the yellow is staying nice and bright. It's not being affected by the blue underneath. I'll need to make sure that where I've kind of plonked a bunch in the middle, that it spreads out evenly, so you don't have any thick patches that might bubble in the lamp. If gel polish is too thick, it's going to crinkle or bubble, not cure properly. And I'm hoping that when I do this now, I'm going to outline it in black. I messed up straight away. You can see that bit at the top was a bit thicker, but I'll make the rest of the line thicker with the hopes that it doesn't just keep getting thicker and thicker. So you can use this outline to very, very slightly edit the shape of your circle. If the circle was sort of a bit further out than it needed to be on one bit, put the black bit on that bit. And if it's not far out enough, or it looks like it's in a bit, then start the black right at the edge of that bit. Does that make any sense? I think I'm going to go with yes. And then we're going to, so I full cured the outline because I wasn't sure how I'd get on with just basic little eye shapes. The easy things are often the hardest. So I full cured the outline so that if I do make a mistake, I can wipe off the eyes without wiping off the outline. You could just use a dotting tool and do dot shapes, but I think the classic smiley, they are kind of a bit oval, so we'll cure those as well, and then give him a little smile and some little end bits. What are those bits called? I don't know. And then I think I made him look a bit chubby though. Maybe the smile shouldn't have been as wide. Anyway, he looks happy enough.
Let's add some clouds, because we get to do dots that way. And we like dots. We like dots. We like dots at Miss Jo's. So we'll do some dot clouds, not fancy, you know, patty, wiggly around, try and make them look real cloud. Cartoon clouds, Toy Story clouds. No, not Simpsons clouds. They've got flat bottoms, haven't they? I think. Clouds.
We're going to use the dotting tool again for this. And this is the easiest way to do clouds ever. But they're not obviously very realistic, but that's not what we're going for, so that's fine. I didn't want them to be symmetrical, but I kind of ended up doing sort of 4 dots, 2 and then 2 below it, and then 1 at each end. It's fine, it will do. It kind of suits the style of the set, I think. So we'll get some of those, some coming off the screen page, off the nail a bit, and I feel maybe I should have put some on. There's a gap under his face, isn't there? But hey ho, we'll put it aside.
This next one definitely was in the picture that someone sent me. I'll have a look and see if there's a name on the picture. I'm not sure if there was though, because I don't think you could see all the nails. If there is, I'll put it here. This one had a rainbow, but where the nail is narrower at the top and then wider and then narrower, the lines of the rainbow, we're doing horizontal lines, were wider at the widest part, so it kind of went like this. And those are going to be, we're going to build on those, but we'll get them on there first.
I decided to do this with a dotting tool as well because I thought it would give me the curved ends that I wanted, and it would be easy, but I wasn't getting the straightness of the main part of the line. So I've switched to the Barbara 2 brush again from Crystal Nails, and then I'll just manually try and curve the edges, and then make sure obviously to map out how much room you've got and where the middle colour will be. The middle colour of this rainbow, there isn't a middle one, it's yellow and greener in the middle, so map out where they'll be. And then you want if there's not, let's say you're doing 6 of something, so there's not an exact middle, 2 of them are in the middle, I will put on this one, try and get the bottom of the yellow block at the middle, and the top of the green block in the middle, so that, because the yellow's got 2 above it and the green's got 2 below it, so the middle point of all these colours is between the yellow and the green. I'm rambling, aren't I? And do you know what I love about doing rainbows is it looks nice as you're going, but until you've got the last colour on, it's only when you put the last colour on that it's like, oh, rainbow. So we'll get these on, and then again we'll put it to the side and we'll get all our other bits done. And now the purple, there is a bit of a gap at the bottom, but I think that's okay. I think it would have looked silly to have the purple even smaller at the bottom, so that will go aside as well.
I want to do more rainbow stuff. Feeling in a rainbow mood today. I think, well, it's not that sunny now, but I think because, when you wake up and it's sunny and it makes you feel a lot more productive and a lot more bright and happy and cheerful. So we're going to do another rainbow, but we'll have it coming out of a cloud to tie in with the rainbow on that and the clouds on the other. Nice to fuck, that's a big seagull. Woo! Oh, he was a big boy or girl. It's nice when you are doing a set where everything's different. Don't necessarily have each one different without any relation to the others. Have aspects of that nail on there and that nail on there, and then if there's something else on there, put that somewhere else. It just ties it all together. It is going to look, I just inhaled a hair. It is going to look like a 9-year-old designed this set. I still feel like a 9-year-old, which is great because I play with paints and colour and glitter all day. I think you need to let your inner child roam free, especially with rainbows. The second I decide to do a rainbow set, fuck it, let's be 4. 9's far too mature. Let's be 4 and get all rainbow and shit.
We'll start this with another cloud at the top that we're going to have a rainbow underneath, but coming down in straight lines. Whilst I was doing this, I was just thinking of the Toy Story wallpaper, and I just had "You Got a Friend in Me" in my head the whole time, and I don't know the words, so it's really annoying. And then I'm doing on this the same as I did with the smiley face for the yellow, so I'm going to put white down first, and then I'll do yellow over it. And because we want yellow and green in the centre, the right side of this line is at the centre, and then the left side of the green line will be in the centre, and then we put 2 either side. I think I probably should have done some white underneath where the red would go as well, because the red is darkened a bit by putting it on the blue. It's not so bad, but if I did think about wiping it off and putting white down, but I'm just too lazy, so I didn't. It's been so long since I've seen an actual rainbow, a real life rainbow. I think even if there was a rainbow every day, I would still take a picture of it because they're just bananas. How amazing are real life rainbows? The world is incredible. Slightly disappointing though, when you're a kid and at school and you're drawing pictures of rainbows, you put them in a clear blue sky, and that's just not the case because it's always just rained. Have you ever seen a clear blue sky with not a cloud in sight and a perfect rainbow? I'm surprised we don't get a lot more rainbows over here because it's sunny and then rainy like 50 times a day, but they're still quite rare. Anyway, we'll put the yellow on now and then give that a full cure and put that aside.
Oh, go away. Why are you heading? This room is huge. Why is it picking on me? Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm going to start this one. We're going to do a border, a rainbow border around it. So I'm starting with the middle colour on each side. So the orange between the red and yellow, and then on the other side, the blue between the green and purple, where they will go, just to plan out how much room we've got.
Should we, on this one, put all the colours on now while those two are still wet and ombre them together at their joins, at their seams? So we'll have rainbow ombre border. Is that a bit too fussy for this style? I'm kind of in the mood to ombre. I'm in the mood to faff like a fucking champion. I think we'll do it. If we don't like it, we can wipe it off and start again. I don't want to do that. We're going to ombre them together, but you wouldn't have to do this bit. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, considering it's all about what we're going to put on top. But I'm going to play.
I think painting rainbows puts me in a good mood. It's hard not to be cheered up by a rainbow. So I think that's why I wanted to do more and get a bit faffy with an ombre. Oh, this is how I wipe my brush. Some people ask someone asked once if I use a different brush for each colour. No, I just give it a quick twist and a wipe in a lint-free wipe that has a bit of isopropyl alcohol or your cleanse prep solution. So I started by taking the red down into the orange, and I'm wiping when I want to then go from the orange into the red, just give the brush a quick wipe again. But no matter how if I start from the orange going into the red, the second you touch the red, you end up kind of taking the red back into the orange. So I kind of faffed around with this for a little bit, and then I think I added a bit more orange to my brush to go into the red here, because the second you hit the red, everything turns red. So I was trying to balance it out. So we'll take that into there. I did a bit of this, and then by the time I'd finished doing the other colours, I'd go back to it because I wasn't happy. It looked a bit streaky. So we'll do the same with the orange into the yellow, and because the orange is darker than the yellow, I'm going to start from the yellow and just doing really tiny strokes, making sure to not go, oh no, I'm just wiping the brush in between my fingers. See, I do that sometimes as well. It's very professional. Just going to, what was I saying? Oh yes, start with the lighter of the two colours and start taking the lighter into the darker. This bit I don't do a very good job of, but start taking the lighter one into the darker, because the second you hit that darker colour, it's going to overpower the other one. And so like I did with the orange and the red, you can add a bit more of the, say, yellow or say green, add a bit more green onto my brush to go into the blue, because things will turn more blue than green, because blue is the stronger colour. It lifts bigger weights. So I'm going to kind of tickle that around, just really little strokes. I'm not too fussed about it being perfect. Oh shush about it being perfect, but I do struggle to leave something not as neat as I know I could get it. So as much as wasn't that fussed, still kind of probably fiddled around with it longer than was necessary. And I've not blended purple into red before, because normally doing a rainbow ombre, red's at the top and purple's at the bottom, but they blended quite nicely. And then the same with this, we'll put it aside for now until we've done the whatever we're doing next. And then this is what's going to be covered in builder gel, this rainbow. Very weird look, but hopefully you'll understand why I thought it would be a fun thing to do. I think anything with rainbows is a fun thing to do.
While that's in the lamp, shall we have an episode of Lovers and Haters? Let's! Lovers and haters, lovers and haters, lovers and haters. Our lover of the day is Casey Malcolm, and she says, I don't usually comment on YouTube, but I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for your videos. I have depression and anxiety, and your videos always give me a good genuine laugh and make my day just a little bit brighter. That means the world to me. I know those feelings, and having something that can distract you, even if it's just for a few minutes, or make you laugh, or just make you feel a bit more human again instead of feeling those awful things. I know how important that is, so I'm so grateful that you let me know, and it really does mean the world that one of my videos can do that. That's bananas. I'm sending you bug hugs, which is something that I was chatting with one of you in the comments. We were talking about anxiety and things, and I meant to type big hugs, but it came out as bug hugs, and we decided that bug hugs were much more squishy and nutritional than regular hugs. So bug hugs it is. I hope you're surrounding yourself with people who are supportive and understand. It's very important. And I am sending bug hugs to you. Here they are. Bugs, bugs, bugs. We'll have a hater in a bit. Let's do some more nail stuff with nails. This is fire. I don't know what to do on the next one. Something rainbowy or blue? Blue, a glitter rainbow? Yes. Red. Do I have a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple glitter that are all the same cut and have the same glowy, same twinkle? You know, like if someone has 10 different glitters on their fingers, or even 2 different glitters, you want them to be of the same size, the same cut, and the same. You wouldn't want one that's metallic, so just that one colour, and then one that's hollow, because it's just, no, they have to all be of the same family. I think I do. So yes, let's do that. A glitter rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I wanted to start this with a coat of white. This is the Perfect White from Madame Glam, because it's going to make our rainbow colours pop, and then we'll only have to do one coat of them. These are the glitters I'm using. The red is a bit different to all the others. They've got a kind of a goldy glow to them. Oh, rogue bit of pink glitter in there, and the red is a bit too dark and it's more hollow, but it was the closest I was going to get to what I was after. So I've cured the white. I'm going to wipe and buff it so that when we put the colour down and then pour glitter onto it, the glitter's only going to stick to where we've got our wet colour. And I'm buffing it so that the colour that we do put down has a proper surface to grip to. Just a wiped surface isn't really enough. So we're starting with the yellow, and again I'm making the bottom of this yellow strip at the centre of the nail, and then the top of the green will be at the centre. So it's still wet. I was wanting to just tap, but it just all poured out. So I'll do that, and then I'll shake it off and then do it again just to make sure that the gel polish is completely saturated in glitter. And then we'll dust off, so it's now only on the yellow bits, and we can start with the green. So I think the yellow's too high up. Maybe. Anyway, if I was to do this on a person, I might not put white down, but just wipe and buff the base coat and then go in with the colour. But then the colour might be a bit sheer. It depends maybe on the sort of opacity of the colours you're using, but you are covering it with glitter anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue. None of the green will stick to the yellow because the yellow section is cured, so when we dust that off, it will dust off if you have gone over the yellow a bit. And also, I think if I did this on a person, I would do my rainbow colours first. So get all the gel polish strips on of colour, and then cure, and then wipe and buff, because I would like to use a no wipe top coat as what we're going to put the glitter into, so that when it's cured and there's no tacky layer underneath it. Oh, sometimes people offer suggestions of tools and things for putting glitter back in pots, but I just use a piece of paper. No muss, no fuss. I don't need a fancy tool. Paper will suffice. But yes, I think if you are doing a sugared nail, which I think I'm going to leave this kind of raw, then it's nice to do it onto a no wipe product, so that once it is cured, whatever product is under the glitter doesn't have a tacky layer. Am I making sense? I think so. And the blue, you can see the blue polish was a bit darker than the blue glitter, but it did make the glitter a bit bit darker, kind of, because it's kind of iridescent, so the colour does show through a little bit. And then the red, I'm not sure about it, but it was the closest thing I was going to get. And then we will finish with the purple, and then I think we are going to leave this just raw like this, but you could top and then buff it so it's nice and smooth, and then top again. If you do that, then don't put the glitter into a no wipe top, put it straight into the colour. I just confused the whole situation, but I'm going to leave it raw just like that. So that's all our design down, and now we can get bouncy.
Okay, now we're going to build up certain parts. We're going to build all the rainbowy bits and the smiley face. What else have we done? That's it, just rainbowy bits and a smiley face. So we're going to use builder gel. I'm going to decant some onto my palette and then just use this brush, a long brush, to go round everything. And then maybe will one go round do? We'll do one and then we'll see. We can't do two before doing one. So we'll just get it on there and build it up and give this kind of, I don't know what to call this, because there's already, do you remember bubble nails? Oh, what the fuck was that about? They were so awful, weren't they? Just these big, like, they were horrendous. So I don't want to call it bubble nails. They're more kind of bouncy looking. Bouncy nails. They make me think of a bouncy castle. You know, the inside that's like that and all bright colours. Bouncy nails, we're going to call them. Is it new? It's probably not. I'm probably just seeing it for the first time and thinking, ooh, bouncy nails.
So let's get this builder gel on. This is a sort of medium viscosity consistency gel. If it was a lot runnier, then I would have maybe cured or just flash cured after doing this one half of the nail so that it didn't spread beyond the rainbow somewhere. But this one's a medium one, so it stayed in place enough for me to get the other side done. If it was thicker, I'm not sure whether it would be as easy to kind of stretch out. You see, I've got quite a lot of product on my brush, and I'm just laying the brush and stretching out the product over the colours. But any wiggles in the builder gel is making the colours underneath look wiggled. So the neater you are with it, the better. So we'll do one coat of that, trying to make it even all over. So looking at it from the sides, and you can see if there's any dips. I think I do show that me doing that at one point. There's like a random thicker bit in the gel there that I'm just trying to stretch out. And then I'm going to hold it upside down and just kind of twist and turn it a bit, just to let gravity pull the gel to try and make it even, and then we will cure that.
Oh no, go that way. Oh, I love summery springtime, but fucking bugs and insects in the garden. You're fine in the garden. I will do you no harm when we're outside, but if you come inside, this is not where you belong. You will die. I think it needs a second layer of builder. What do you think? That will make the job twice as long. But I think if we're going to do this big bouncy thing, let's make it really fucking bouncy, you know? We don't want it to look like, is that raised? We want it to like, ooh, that's raised. Yes, if we're going to do something, do it properly. We'll do a second layer of builder, but making sure not to have it so that this is our hump and we've got a hump on top of the hump. We want it to be part of it. So we'll put it on top, but make sure it blends down to the bit we've already got.
So this is the second coat of the builder. Yeah, I just decided I wanted it really bloody thick. If we're going to do it thick, let's do it thick. And then making sure to, I think I flash cured this half before going on to this side, just where we had put so much more on. I didn't want it to move and flow down onto the nude parts of the nail. But again, making sure that the layer that we're putting on now blends in with the first layer we've done. And then also making sure here that it's as kind of, see there's a big dip at the bottom of that, the beginning of that green bit, just filling that in to try and make it smooth all over. And then I think I probably did hold it upside down for a second again, and then full cure. And that I think I hate it, but I love it at the same time. I don't know why. It's just cute and fun, but ugly as fuck. I don't know. I don't know. It's very Marmite. And then the same on these. So we'll do 2 layers of builder on this. I'm not sure whether I show the second one, or I think I do just sped up. And this bit here, I'm going to try and smooth out by hand instead of holding it upside down, and then flash curing, so maybe 10-15 seconds in the lamp, and then doing the same and making sure the edges are curved like the colour is. I wonder if I like these because they make me think of sweeties. Possibly. They look like jelly sweets. They look a bit like jelly. They remind me of jelly babies. Do you have jelly babies where you are? Jelly babies are amazing. Don't eat the nails though. They are not sweets. They do look like little things that you'd find in a pack of Haribo though. So I'm with this nail on the second layer of build. I went super duper thick. I think this is my favourite nail. So I went really thick on the, oh no, this is still the first one, just checking that they're all, so these were quite easy to get smooth at the top as we're looking down. They were quite easy to get smooth just because they're a lot smaller and we're doing it with the brush. So this is the second coat where I added a ton more and made them really fat. But again, making sure that the layer we're putting on now blends in with the layer that's already on it, so it's not a hump on a hump, it's just one big hump. So I took it right to the outsides, to the edges of the colour lines. Look at it, it's like jelly. I might make a jelly tonight. Guess what I did last night? I don't need to say much more about what I'm doing. I found a butterscotch Angel Delight in the cupboard. Butterscotch Angel Delight is the best flavour Angel Delight, and I think it needed half a pint of semi-skimmed, and I thought I'll make it. It only takes 5 minutes to set in the fridge. Look at that, all bubbly and bouncy, and I love it, but I hate it, but I love it. So I thought I'd make it and then eat half and then have the other half today, but I wanted to sit in bed and catch up on episodes of This Is Us, so I took the whole thing upstairs and thought I can't be bothered to go back downstairs and put this half back in the fridge for tomorrow, so I ate the whole thing. So, and that was at about 4 o'clock this morning. So at 4 o'clock this morning I ate half a pint of milk in butterscotch form. It was fudging delicious. Oh, I can't make a jelly and have it tonight because it takes about 17 years to set jelly. This is why Angel Delight is superior. If you want it, you can have it in 5 minutes. But jelly, I want jelly tonight. Well, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I have to make it tonight, leave it overnight and have it tomorrow. Stop talking about food. We've done this one. Have I done 2 coats on this? 2 layers? I think so. I definitely did, but I'm not sure if that is it.
While that's in the lamp, shall we look where that spider is now? Okay. While that's in the lamp, shall we have our hater? Let's have our hater. Our hater is Sarah, doesn't matter. Sarah Star, the nail tech, and she said, boring AF. I see what you tried to do there, but you're only 4 letters and a full stop away from a proper sentence. Go the extra mile. The S is right next to the A. You don't have to go a mile. Just take a step next door. Make a full sentence. It's not difficult. The funny thing is, on the same video, I had a comment from Dorothy Bennett that said, OMG, that was the most insane, funny, interesting video ever. Thank you, Dorothy. The thumbnail for this video, there's a picture of me, I was in the video, nails, Dexter dog, the space Lego, and a little snippet of the hater comment. So if that didn't appeal, why would you click the video? Because that's everything that was in the video. Nothing more, nothing less. There was no false advertising. Everything in the thumbnail was in the video. Do you read the back of a book and think that sounds really boring, I'm going to read the whole thing? No, because that's silly, which is a polite way of saying that being stupid. Stop being stupid. You're just wasting your own time. I did have a look on Sarah Starr the Nail Tech's YouTube channel, and there are no nail videos. There were some videos of children eating. I didn't watch them because to me that's boring. You see how that works? It's not rocket science. I wonder if these kind of haters, trolls, whatever you want to call them, do they leave comments like this? Like their only goal can be to try and upset and or offend someone. If my best friend left the comment, I would probably be a bit offended. But when it comes to randos on the internet, it just makes me sad for the world that there are people who are just dicks. Don't be a dick. Do you sit in bed at night and think, oh, might have offended someone today? Hopefully I hurt someone's feelings. Well done me. I mean, is there any other reason? I just can't think of one. Just be a nice person. Now, I know that seems a bit hypocritical, considering I'm kind of being a bit mean to them. But this is, don't be mean to people, but don't let people be mean to you either. I just don't get it. I just don't get the mentality. But for future reference, the thumbnail is usually, just in case you weren't sure, is usually an implication of what to expect from the video. So if it doesn't appeal, don't fucking watch. Come on now. Don't be silly. Anyway, I did reply. That's that. So shall we get back to some nail stuff with nails?
So let's slap a bunch of builder on here. I'm just using the bottle brush just to plonk a bunch on, and then we'll use that to spread it out. I do want to cover the up to and including the black outline. I wonder if I'd see, because I got a lot of air bubbles in this, which I know I said in the video where I talked about every nail product in the world, about how builder in a bottle I find I get more air bubbles with. But I think just the way I'm moving things about, I created a lot of air bubbles in this, and it kind of messes it up because you can really see them over the black. You can't see them that much over lighter colours, but the black, they really stood out. Where was I going with that? I don't know. I'm going to hold that upside down and let gravity do its thing. And then let's just, then cure it. And we'll just slap a bunch more on. Let's make him really, really fat. Bouncy. I think this is, you can start to see all the air bubbles now. Oh, it looks really bad. And he kind of looks like he's melting. I'm melting. Is that from The Wizard of Oz? Don't like that film. Gives me the creeps. Gives me the willies. I am trying to poke the air bubbles out while simultaneously faffing around with the brush so much and creating more air bubbles. Silly Joseph. And then upside down and give it a full cure. Look how bouncy he is. Boing! Get that shit in the lab.
Where's the other one? Now there's only one spider. Oh, they've got big bodies. I mean, they're tiny, but they're the ones with the fat bodies. He's coming this way. It's £103 million jackpot on the Euro Millions. Okay, I'll play. You convinced me. Yes, I am in Europe. Add funds. Oh, crying out loud. If you don't see me next week, it's because I've won £103 million. I will be back though. I think I'd still make videos. I think the best part about winning that much money would be just being able to help all your friends and family. I have already planned what would happen if I won like millions of pounds. I would send a limo to get my closest friends. Not a tacky stretched limo, a classy one like the Queen uses, bring them to me, bring them here, and just tell them you don't need to worry about anything financially. My next thing would be charities. I'd want to start, here's my plan. I would buy some land and have an animal sanctuary farm type, no, not a farm, an animal sanctuary. And it would just be all animals that need looking after, taken care of. There'd be staff, and it would be somewhere where kids could go on school trips, like a kind of zoo, but not like a animals in cages type zoo. And the money from visitors going to it would pay the staff and things, and it would just be all animals, every single animal you can think of. Is there some poorly ants? We'll look after them. A donkey? Yes. Pigs, cats, dogs. Why can I not think of other animals right now? And we take animals from all over the world. It's going to have to be really big. I'd have armies of people going to the countries where they eat dogs and things. Let's just get all the dogs, all the animals. Mind you, I eat cows and pigs and chickens. Stray dogs. A lot of countries have stray dogs, don't they? If I lived in a country where there were stray dogs, there wouldn't be stray dogs. I'd be a crazy dog lady. I'd have to sleep just standing up in a corner of my house because it would be full of dogs where I'd take them all home. All the unwanted, unloved, in need animals would go there, and they'd all just live happy lives and be made better and looked after and loved and cared for. I don't think what I'm going to win tonight on the Euro Millions is going to cover everything I want to do. Animal stuff, and then environment stuff. Or just invest in existing charities. That's what I'd do. I haven't won enough. I need to win the lottery every week. Oh, okay, I'll do that. I'll win it every week, and then I can just do good with it. And whatever's left over, I don't know. I don't really want for much in life. I would like an indoor ice rink. I don't really want for much in life. I think I'd have to buy next door, and maybe the one next door to that. Just turn one of them into an ice skating rink, one of them into a bowling alley. Oh, and a cinema. I just want a leisure complex. Just help everybody. Do you need help? Here you go. That would be so nice, wouldn't it? Just to be able to help so many people and causes. But anyway, what was I talking about? I bought a lottery ticket. Okay, we're going to top everything. We're just going to shiny everything. I think the design kind of suits being shiny. It is bright, colourful, and I don't know, it's quite childlike, I think, this design.
Let's get them all shiny. I do think it would look good with matte in the background and the shiny bits, the bubbly, the bouncy bits being shiny. But then no, it does suit. Anyway, so I'm going to try and brush firmly around the bouncy bits so that we don't lose their definition. So on here, I'll start sideways. You'd want to use a detail brush maybe for this bit on a client, but you want to make sure that you're not leaving too much product in between each of the bouncy bits, because
the more we put in between the humps, the bubbles, what are we calling it, the bouncy stuff, the more we put in between it, the more it's going to fill up and we're going to lose some height.
So if we're firm with our brush strokes in between the bouncy bits, it's not going to deposit as much product, so we're not going to lose definition from our bounces. And then the same with this, I had to firmly press down here so that we didn't lose any height, and we didn't want to fill the center up on the inner line of the bounce. On the inner line, we didn't want it to, here, see, I didn't want too much top coat filling up the corners or where the bounce hits the flat bit. And then same again with this one, just topping everything with shiny top coat. Shiny top, of course. Haven't done that for ages. And everything will now have a full cure.
And just like that, we are done. Shall we have a look at the final set?
Here they be. I late it. I have it. I don't know how I feel about it. Oh, there's some blue tack. I'm trying to show you the bouncy bits from the side. I'm really not sure how I feel about it. Let me know. I would love to know what you think about it in the comments below. If you do like it, which one is your favourite? Mine is definitely the one on the far right. I want to eat it. Don't eat the nails.
I hope you like this set, and I hope you've had a nice time. Have you had a nice time? If you have, then give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I nearly did it, and now I feel like I need to do it. You know, like when you go to put, I hope I'm not the only person who does this, when you go to put a bit of cutlery into the dishwasher in the little cutlery basket, and you look at the hole you're going to put it in, but if it ends up falling into another section, I have to take it out and put it in the one that I planned on putting it in. Oh, please let me know if you do that as well. But then I also have all jars and everything lined up straight and facing forward. Not in an OCD way, because if they aren't, then I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but just because it looks nice. Why would you not want it to look nice? And obviously data rotating, even though the new can of beans and the old can of beans both last until the year 3045. This one's April 3045, this one's May 3045. So that has to go behind it. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, subscribe button. Yeah, do all that stuff, click all that stuff if you want. You don't have to, but if you don't, I won't share any of my £103 million with you. Stop talking. Don't forget you can use code MissJo30 for 30% off at madameglam.com. There's a bunch of other codes for other websites and nail places in the description. We've got MAKARTT, Born Pretty, Melody Susie. Is there more? There might be more. I think I have one for where I got this necklace from, for LUCENT, so I'll put that in the description as well. I must stop talking now. We haven't done Lego in a while. Stop talking. I will see you. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Mic check. 1, 2, 10. I just want to ombre them. I'm feeling ombre. Will you fuck off, spider? These fucking tufty fucks. Bar you. What shall I call the animal sanctuary? Turn around. I think I think we just made eye contact. I just don't know what to do with this thing. All stations a go-go. Should I cut a fringe? No. No, do it all fucking again. I don't know. And then no. Hello. Shiny. Oh, you little fuck. What are we talking about? Let's do it. Let's bubble our face. It's just not going to happen.